Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Perpetual here. If you're new, you're warmly welcome. And thank you all so much for joining me today as we make the simple no-pound fufu. Come along and let's get started. First things first, we're going to start with our cassava. We're using cassava and plantain today. I am just getting the really tough skin off the cassava. It does take a little bit of practice, but trust me, you can do it. And once you get the skin off, you want to divide it into two because there's a tough membrane in the middle that you do want to get rid of. And that's exactly what I've done. And I am cutting my cassava into cubes so that it can blend a lot easier. If you're like me and you do not have a super powerful blender, be sure to make sure that the cassava is cut into really small cubes so that you do not get any lumps when you go to blend. This fufu making method is perfect for those days that you do not feel like getting out your woma and your wodro, or if you live outside Ghana and you do not have access to your woma and your wodro, this is a great alternative. You will not miss much. And now I'm gonna move on to my plantain. And if you've never used plantain, it is a lot tougher than your regular banana. So again, you'll need a little bit of time and a little bit more effort to get the skin off. And when you're done peeling it, make sure that any little bits that are left on it are peeled away. So just use the tip of your knife to skim any excess skin away. And then, just like we did with the cassava, I am going to cut this into cubes and set it aside. And guys, if you have not yet subscribed to my channel, please be sure to hit on that button right away and also turn on your notification bell so that you're among the first to know when I upload more amazing videos. And if you have already subscribed to my channel, thank you so much for your support so far, and I look forward to creating more amazing videos and memories with you. Alright, so now I am going to get it into a blender and I'm going to be blending it in batches because I am using actually the grinder of my blender, not the actual blender, because I find that when I use the blender, it is not as smooth as I'd like it. And when I go to blend it, I like to do plantains and then cassava, or cassava and then plantains. I don't like to mix the two to blend just because it has different textures, and I find that when I mix it, the consistency is not what I like. And for your cassava, you want to make sure that you wash it really well before you blend. And for both your cassava and your plantain, one thing is you want to use a very little water when you're blending it so that it does not get too liquidy, because when you go to cook it, it will get too soft. So this is the consistency that you're looking for your cassava, nice and smooth. And I'm going to get it onto my stove now and add my last batch of cassava into my pot. So as you can tell, it is quite a thick paste that you end up with, but that is exactly what you want because the fufu gets quite soft when you cook it. I'm just giving it a quick stir and then we'll start cooking it. And now I'm going to get out my benkuta. If you do not have one of these, any rounded wooden spoon will work just as well. Now you're going to stir it occasionally at the beginning just so that your mixture will warm up. And when it starts to come together and form little lumps in there, now you do not want to leave it. You need to constantly stir it as it comes together. If it looks lumpy like it does right now, do not worry. As you continue to stir, it will come together nicely. And as it starts to firm up, you want to now be bringing the actual paste to the side of your pot to help smooth it out. And you're gonna need to clean the rounds of your pot as you go so that your fufu mix does not get onto your stove and make a big mess. So just like I'm doing, you want to be pulling it towards you and just keep stirring it. It takes a little bit of practice, but you can do it. Guys, I prefer the stove top method, but you can make this exact fufu in the microwave. So what you do for the microwave method is you get your mix into the microwave on high heat for about 6 minutes, and then you take it out of the microwave and stir it like I'm doing right now until it comes together, and then you're gonna get it back into the microwave for another 5 to 6 minutes, and then you stir it again and your fufu will be ready. So if you want a quicker, a little bit easier method, then the microwave is a good one. And so what I did there, I covered up my fufu for a few minutes to allow it to cook nicely, and then I am stirring it again just for a few minutes. So in total, it was on there for about 10 minutes and our fufu is ready. And today, for the first part, I am using my asanka or ayiwa to form my fufu. So I've just gotten out my eta and I've made sure that my asanka is really wet so that when I go to flip the fufu, it will slide out nicely. Because if there's no water in your asanka or your bowl, the fufu will get stuck when you go to form it. So just like that, in my bowl as well, I have a little bit of water for my second portion. Now guys, of course, you can also use your hand to just form it by bringing it towards the center. You do not need the eta. And then when you're done, you just smooth it out a little bit. I'm not looking for perfect, so this is fine with me. And here we have it. Our fufu is ready, and I just took a bit of it just to show you the consistency that you get from this. And guys, of course, the exact measurements are in the description box below. I'd love to know what soup you would pair your fufu with. Let me know in the comment section. And guys, as always, thank you all so much for coming along with me on this delicious journey. I will see y'all again very soon. Take care. Bye.